Thailand news today, and another tragic development from Bangkok as the death toll from the devastating beer hall fire rises again. Also today, police crack a massive 100 million baht a month online gambling operation. Tourists are caught in a terrifying flash flood. A school shooting threat sparks an emergency response. And here in Pattaya, a knife attack ends with the suspect calmly eating an ice cream as police arrive. Those stories, plus your latest Thailand weather warnings, coming up. The death toll from the devastating Rongbir Na Lad Prao fire in Bangkok has risen to 39 after a 23-year-old off-duty police officer succumbed to his injuries at the weekend. Police Sergeant Tanakorn had survived for more than a month in intensive care, reportedly enduring severe pain and at times requiring life support. He had been working as a security guard at the venue on the night of the fire and was found badly injured in the lobby, close to one of the exits. Sadly, he may not be the last victim. Others remain in critical condition in hospital more than a month after the blaze. Meanwhile, a sophisticated police operation has apparently managed to get right inside the computer systems of a major online gambling network. Intelligence officers are reported to have gained access to the back end of a virtual database stored in the cloud, presumably in the belief that keeping everything online would make it harder for authorities to find. That plan didn't work particularly well. Investigators were able to track down the alleged super administrator responsible for controlling the network's financial records, which reportedly showed a monthly turnover exceeding 100 million baht. The woman is also accused of overseeing the back-end systems of as many as 11 illegal gambling websites, offering everything from live casino games, slots and baccarat to sports betting, card games and online lotteries. Authorities have also seized funds linked to the operation as investigators work their way through the network and identify others believed to be involved. In Chiang Mai, the heavy rains we've been reporting on came frighteningly close to causing a major tragedy. Thai media shared dramatic video showing tourists initially relaxing in a river close to waterfalls when, with very little warning, a huge torrent of water came rushing downstream following storms further up in the mountains. Within moments, what had appeared to be relatively calm water became a raging flow. Some tourists were reportedly swept downstream, while others desperately grabbed onto trees and bushes to stop themselves being carried away. Thankfully, there have so far been no reports of serious injuries. There is, however, an obvious question being asked. Why were visitors still allowed in the river if conditions upstream presented a flash flood risk? Authorities are expected to investigate whether sufficient warnings were available and whether the area should have been cleared earlier. Down in Nakhon Si Thammarat, meanwhile, firefighters have been battling a major forest fire that continued burning through the weekend and threatened several nearby communities. The blaze has spread across close to 400 rai of land in Thailand's second-largest peat swamp forest. Fire crews have been working to contain the flames, while authorities deployed a helicopter to survey the area from the air and determine the full extent of the damage. Officials now say they are increasingly confident the fire can be brought under control by late today, provided the wind doesn't pick up again. Peat fires can be particularly difficult to extinguish because they can continue smouldering beneath the surface even after visible flames have disappeared, so teams are expected to remain in the area. And in the upper northeast, a school suspended classes on Friday after discovering online messages in which a student allegedly discussed plans to carry out a shooting. The messages were reportedly sent to a friend and allegedly referred to the August 7th attack near Bangkok. Authorities were immediately contacted, parents were notified, and the student and his family were reportedly being questioned over the weekend. The school said the same student had been disciplined around 2 months earlier after bringing a realistic-looking toy gun onto the premises and playing with it with friends. Security at the school has now been strengthened, with administrators saying they are working closely with police and other relevant agencies. At this stage, the important point is that the alleged threat was discovered before anything happened, and authorities were able to intervene. In Surat Thani, immigration police have expanded an investigation into a French businessman suspected of using Thai nominee shareholders to operate businesses here. The investigation has reportedly uncovered an unlicensed boutique hotel, as well as possible connections to an alleged 26.4 million baht cannabis farm investment scheme. The case began following complaints from other expatriates who claimed they had invested substantial sums into a cannabis project which was never completed or became operational. 8 French complainants subsequently filed reports, giving investigators enough information to begin examining the man's businesses and assets. That investigation reportedly uncovered companies with Thai shareholders and directors who appeared on the paperwork. But when questioned, some said they were employed in relatively low-level jobs and had no genuine involvement in running the companies. They claimed their involvement amounted to little more than signing documents when they were asked to do so. Closer to home in Pattaya, police have arrested a 30-year-old Cambodian man accused of attacking another Cambodian national with a large knife. And, according to the suspect himself, he apparently attacked the wrong man. Police say the dispute began over a debt of around 9,000 baht. The suspect allegedly went looking for the man who owed him the money, but when he wasn't there, encountered the debtor's brother instead. Quite why attacking the brother seemed like a reasonable alternative is something he'll presumably now have plenty of time to explain. The victim required stitches and medical treatment following the attack. Police subsequently tracked down the suspect and seized a knife measuring approximately 50 centimeters long. When officers arrived to arrest him, they reportedly found him sitting there calmly eating an ice cream while waiting for them. And an American tourist has been reunited with his holiday money after police arrested a Ugandan woman accused of stealing $1,200 cash from his hotel room safe. According to the police account, the woman had accompanied the tourist back to his room and watched closely enough to memorize the combination as he placed his money inside the safe. When he later went to take a shower, she allegedly reopened it, took the cash, and left. Unfortunately for her, she was already known locally and police were able to track her down. Officers subsequently recovered the tourist's money from several rather imaginative hiding places. Some was allegedly concealed inside her bra, some beneath a wig, and the remainder inside her knickers. The money was eventually returned to its owner, who understandably asked that his name not be released because of embarrassment. And finally, keep those umbrellas close this week. The Thai Meteorological Department is warning of heavy to very heavy rain across parts of northern and northeastern Thailand from Tuesday through Friday, with flash flooding and forest runoff possible in vulnerable areas. A monsoon trough stretching across the north and upper northeast, combined with a fairly strong southwesterly monsoon over the Andaman Sea and Gulf of Thailand, is expected to keep conditions wet. At sea, waves in the upper Andaman are expected to reach 2 to 3 meters, rising above 3 meters during thunderstorms. In the upper Gulf of Thailand, waves of around 2 meters are expected, becoming higher during storms. And here in Pattaya today, expect rain at pretty much any time during an otherwise cloudy and overcast day. A high of around 32 degrees, falling to 26 tonight.
Local and national news today from Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.